Wallace Bigger, age 71, was convicted last month in Antrim County of multiple drug crimes. He was accused of being a drug kingpin who brought thousands of illicit pills into northern Michigan. At a court hearing on November 19th, he learned his fate.
And with this case, if we're going to talk about higher end guidelines, we're talking basically life sentence. That's basically it here. And for what purpose? Well, is he going to come out and be the desperado that he was before? I don't think he's going to be. He's going to be, in my opinion, he's aged now. And Judge, you know what my closing argument was about at this country. No business for old men. Certainly it isn't a business for old men. He hasn't gotten any younger while he's been in jail for these past several months.
I believe the judge is biased, and I said right from the start, Antrim County would not give me a fair trial. And I did not get a fair trial. And I got a screwy lawyer. Well, there. That's it.
And that he was the primary provider of morphine during that time period within Antrim County. He kept going back to Saginaw and was getting 800 pills a month, bringing them back here. And hopefully his sentencing at the high end of the guidelines and the consecutive nature will send a message to anybody that may want to fill that vacuum that regardless of your age, there is a consequence if you are caught trafficking this quantity of controlled substance.
It's your attorney's fault, it's the judge's fault.
Hold it.
No, you hold it.
Okay. I'll hold it.
There's a line from Shakespeare that might benefit you, and the fault lies not in our stars, but in ourselves. You made a history of poor choices and bad behavior. You involved a number of other people in your poor choices and bad behavior. You basically become the ragtag leader of the wholesale drug operation with a number of ragtag retail sellers who themselves have been addicts and selling to support their own habits. One of them, I think, has become some sort of prostitute as a result of this. You have visited a lot of misery on a lot of other people. Do you have your own pain? Undoubtedly. Were you overprescribed knowingly? Surely you were. Were you peddling morphine into the community? Yes, you were. Were you using the law to manipulate the women in your life? Yes, you were. Did you live a big lifestyle? Were you sitting out next to the cement pond with the BMW parked in the driveway? No, you weren't. You lived a pretty crummy lifestyle, time to time, in a camper in your daughter's front driveway, but it didn't stop you from being manipulative. It didn't stop you from abusing other people. I listened to the testimony of your wife, who referred to the piece of paper, said she was high when she married you, which doesn't surprise me. I don't know what you come to believe in your own mind the attraction is between the two of you, other than the lauded. And you come here today with this huge history of drug dealing over a period of years involving a number of other people, and there isn't a repentant bone in your body. I'd have convicted you in a heartbeat based on the evidence, not on some bias because you're some old guy. To the contrary, that works in your favor. People think you're harmless until they get to know you a little better and realize you have a temper, you're a little mean-spirited, and you don't appear to have a kind bone in your body. And when I look at what you did with that lauded and the way you manipulated women in your life with it, you're clearly not a particularly nice gentleman. But which has nothing to do with anything. There's a set of guidelines that reflect how you should be treated, and given your wholesale operation, your lack of remorse, your willingness to blame everyone else in the world for your problems and accept no responsibility on your own, I am sentencing you to 180 to 360 months on charge number 1. I'm giving you 187 days credit on that charge. Consecutive to that and concurrent to each other will be the sentences on charges 2 through 6. On charge 2, the controlled substance delivery charge, it's 23 to 240 months. Identical sentence on charges 3 and 4, 23 to 240 months. On the maintaining a drug house, it's 16 to 24 months. And on conducting the criminal enterprise, that's 50 to 240 months. There's no credit